So this will start with these three letters: Sod, Waw, and Qaf. Okay. And the word is Sa'iqa or Sa'iqatun. Sa'iqa or Sa'iqa, this is a name also in the Middle East. Sa'iqa. Okay. What is the meaning of Sa'iqa? It is the thunderclap. Thunder. Thunder. That Sa'iqa means thunder. Thunder has everything in it. It has rain, it has lightning, it has sound. All this is called Sa'iqa.
Storm.
Now with a sword.
So it was same as
It's a storm. Thunder clap, thunderstorm. So this is thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is the condition of the weather that has everything in it. Sa'iqa or Sa'iqatun. Okay. Now its plural is Sawa'iqun. Sawa'iqun is the plural, which means thunderstorms, many thunderstorms.
So what's the difference between Rad and Sabaoth?
Rad is only thunder, the sound only. But all these three combined will be Sa'iqa. Lightning is one, sound is one, heavy rain is one. But all these things when happening together is Sa'iqa. Usually they give this name to girls. Sa'iqa is a female name in Middle East.
It's not a good name.
It's not a good name.
I told one, I was teaching, I told them, she didn't upset my
You don't have this name for female.
No, not in Farsi, right? It's Arab that give
In
it.
Arab?
Yeah, Arab have some name Sa'iqa. Right?
Storm also.
We have a lot
heavy,
of Arabic name in Farsi also.
Farsi.
99% is coming from Arabic.
storm has heavy winds also. So
Right. So winds and everything combined. Thunderstorm has everything in it. Yeah. Okay. So its plural is Sawa'iqun, which is lot of thunderstorms. Okay. Now if I put al before that, al, that means the. Okay. And when you put al, one of these two dhammas is not pronounced. So it will be al and sawa'iqu. But this swad and lam, when they are next to each other, swad is a shamsi letter, it gives the sound of lam. And you pronounce swad twice. So it will be as-sawa'iqu. Okay, so this word will be pronounced as, if you write together, it will be pronounced as as-sawa'iqu. You do not put any harakat on lam because you're not pronouncing lam anymore. You're pronouncing sawd twice, you put a shadda there. So combine as-sawa'iqu. Okay. As-sawa'iqu means the thunderstorms. Okay. Now let's put one more word before that, min. Min means from. Okay. There will be effect of this min. Min is a harf-jar. It looks at the last letter and changes this dhamma with kasra. Okay. So now the pronunciation will be minas sawa'iqi. So you do not pronounce this alif here. Combine noon with sad. Minas sawa'iqi. Okay. From the thunderstorms. Okay. And because you do not pronounce this alif, we put a little sad on it. Hamzatul wasl, do not pronounce alif. So minas sawa'iqi, from the thunderstorm. Okay. So next word is starts with ha, dal, and ra. This means to fear. Okay. Please. Hazara means to fear, and hazarun means fear. Okay, hazarun means fear, and other word is mim, alif and ta means this means to die, and mautun means death. Death. Mautun means death. So we have two words now. Hazarun means fear, and we have a word mautun means death. Okay. If I put al before that, it means the death. Al means the death. But when you put al, one dhamma goes away. So this word becomes al. You can put it. Al mautu. Al mautu. The death. Al mautu. The death. So now we have two words. Hazarun and al-mautu. They both have a meaning. Hazarun means fear, and al-mautu means the death. In English, if I combine these two words, all I have to say simply fear of the death. So what I'm doing, I'm putting an off in between. I have two words here. One is fear, one is the death. These are two separate words. But if I want to combine them, relate them to one another, then I will have to use of in between. Fear of the death. Now this is a sentence. This is a sentence, and fear and death are related in English by this word of. Okay? How do we combine these two words in Arabic, hazarun and al-mautu, to bring this word of in there? Okay? So there is a rule that we have seen few times, but I want to repeat that. that if you have this word abdun, abdun means slave. Abdun means slave. Okay? And then you have the word Allahu. Allahu is Allah. Okay? You have two independent nouns. One is slave, one is Allahu. Okay? If I want to make a relationship between these two, all I can do in English, put an off there. Okay? So now the word is slave of Allah. Now these two words are connected to each other, they are related to each other, they have a relationship between each other. Slave of Allah. How do we do in Arabic? Words. Okay? So the way we do is that we take the first word, which is abdun, okay, and we remove one dhamma from there. So this becomes abdu. Okay, we just take one dhamma from there. Then if we take the second word and change the last letters dhamma into a kasra. This was dhamma, we changed to a kasra. This had two dhammas, we took out one dhamma. And now we pronounce them Abdullahi. Complete word is Abdullahi. The meaning of Abdullahi is slave of Allah. When we stop, we say Abdullah. Okay? But if you are reading it continuously, correct pronunciation is Abdullahi. Okay? If you are stopping at this point, there is no word after that, then you will say Abdullah. And that's the name of a person also. Okay? So that's how we connect two nouns together to bring a relationship between them. Okay? Going back here, we have two words here. To write down them again here. We have Hazarun. Hazarun. Hazarun means fear. And we have Al-Mautu. Al-Mautu means the death. Hazarun, fear, just like Abdun, okay? And the word is Allahu. The other word in this is Al-Mautu. If in English, what I would do, I'll just put an off there. It will become fear of the death. Fear of the death. What changes we do in here? Following that rule, we take out this two dhammas and just leave one of there. Just like Abdun becomes Abdu. Al-Mautu, just like Allahu became Allahi. So Al-Mautu will become Al-Maut. And you are going to pronounce Hazarul Mauti. Okay? So it is Dhamma here. Hazarul Mauti. Okay? But one more change will take place because this is an object. This is coming after some verb. So this will become Hazara. I'm not going to spend too much time. But this is the rule. Okay? Hazarul Mauti. Okay? Fear of the death. So they are sticking their fingers into their ears because they have fear of death. They think they are going to die. This is the example of munafiqeen, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy is coming to them and they are staying in the darkness. But they are so fearful that they think that they are going to die. So they are trying to stick their fingers into their ears because of the example Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving. Okay? So this is their situation of the hypocrites. Hazar al-maut, fear of the death. So they are scared, even though they are being hypocrite. They are opposing the Prophet, they are opposing the Quran, okay? They are doing things wrong, but inside they have fear. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking, that they have the fear of the death inside. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the last few words says, Wallahu muhitum bil kafirin. Wallahu, wal wow means and, Allahu and Allah, and Allah, okay, two separate words. So this is the original word Wallahu, Allahu and Wow. When you combine, you do not pronounce this alif in between. Wallahu and Allah. And the next word is Ha, Wow and Ta. This means to surround. To surround something. To encircle something. To encompass something. And Mohitun is the word from there. Mohitun means surrounding. Mohit, ahata, the word is ahata, means you surround something. You draw a circle around you, called ahata, which means you are mohit, you are surrounded inside that circle. So that's the meaning of this mohit. And this is also one of the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-muhit, the one who surrounds everything. Okay? So Allah is surrounding. Wallahu and Allah is surrounding. Wallahu muhitun, and Allah is surrounding. Okay. What is he surrounding in this ayat? Bil kafirin. Okay. So the word starts with the kaf, fa and ra. Okay. There are many meanings: to disbelieve, to reject. Okay. So, disbelieve, to disbelieve. Kafara. Okay. And if I put an alif in between, kafirun. Kafirun means disbeliever. One person. Okay. If I put an al before that, al means the. Okay. So when you put al, you do not pronounce two dhammas, it will become al-kafiru. Al-kafiru, and it will be written like that. Al-kafiru. Al-kafiru, the disbeliever. A person who is the disbeliever is al-kafiru. Okay? If I put a buna at the end, it becomes plural. The disbelievers. Al-kafiruna, it is plural. Al-kafiruna. Qul ya ayyuhal kafiruna. Okay, al-kafiruna, the same word. The disbelievers. Okay? Okay, now, if you put a ba with a kasra, that means off. Okay. This is a harf-jar. Harf-jar, what does? It changes in the plural waw to a ya. So this becomes a ya. So the word will be al-kafirina. Like muslimuna, muslimina. We have both words. Munafiquna, munafiqina. Kafiruna, kafirina. Okay? So this B will just change the sound here. Meaning will not change. So now you will pronounce bil kafirina. Well, that's the word in the Quran. Bil kafirina. Allah is surrounding the disbelievers. Allah is surrounding. They cannot get away from Allah. They cannot run away from Allah. Allah's azab will capture them. They will not be able to go away from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the meaning of surrounding. Okay? So Allah is surrounding of the disbelievers. Okay. So this is the example of. Now also notice that in this ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been talking about the munafiqeen, the hypocrites. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is relating munafiqeen with the kafirin. Because all the description is about the hypocrites. And at the end it says Allah is surrounding the kafirin, which means these hypocrites are really not Muslims. They pretend to be believers. They lie, but inside of their hearts they are doing kufr with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are putting a front face saying that we are with the believers, but in the background they are disbelieving in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and doing more damage than the kafir do. Because they are creating the fitna among the Muslims by lying. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah has surrounded them, they cannot get away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. So inshallah we'll stop here at this point.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah. Darling.